Now, welcome in everybody. How are we doing? Welcome in the Theory Piece. We got a good episode of Theory Piece planned for you guys tonight. Austin, appreciate you for the Night Starters came in over on TikTok. But tonight's episode should be fun. We got all the Theory Piece boys here together, like the Power Rangers. We got Red, we got Quell, we got Blue, Ghost, Green with Drac, and Purple with E.
Hello.
And we got a special guest. And we got a special guest today named NYC. Oh, that was a bar. That rhymed. Did y'all hear that? That was a bar. That rhymed. Did y'all? Anyways. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's a bar. It's a bar now. It's a bar now.
You went all Kermit the Frog.
Hey guys.
And Joe with another gifted sub over to Taboo. Joe, we appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the gifted sub around. We're at Hype Train level 2. We might even touch level 3 tonight, okay? And we're going to bring our guest up to speak tonight so he can welcome himself in and say hello to everybody. Hello, NYC. How are we doing today, my friend?
What up?
Good. I'm freaking good. How are you guys? I'm you, Joe, by the way.
Good to see
Wait,
you.
am I supposed to be like
Amazing.
the White Ranger that comes in sometimes? Cause
Yeah, you're gonna be the White Ranger today.
You'll be
There
on
you
White
go.
Ranger. You'll be on White Ranger today, my guy. Hell
White
yeah.
Ranger with the black trim.
There we go. That's sick.
James, what's up, my friend? Thank you for the pumpkin latte, and Austin, thank you for your Night Star on TikTok too, my friends. And by the way, guys, I do see your guests that come in, but if someone's talking, I will usually wait to say thank you after they're done talking, so I don't interrupt them. But thank you for the chatting popcorn
unless
too,
it's the
Austin.
White Ranger.
I
Unless
appreciate
it's
you.
the White Ranger.
No,
Then
no.
you enter.
Nah, everybody.
You can be
Everybody.
You can be Tommy today. You can be Tommy. You're good. You can. Oh, that was the
Nice.
White Ranger's name.
And the people in Discord, hello guys. I will be making sure I'm doing my best to look at that chat as much as I can today, although it kind of will mess up here. If anything, Ghost and E and Drac, could you guys just check in with those chats for me, please? Just to make sure. I know you guys are already going to be
Yes,
checking,
sir.
but
yeah.
all right, let's get started. So, NYC, I'm going to let you know right now how we normally do Theory Piece, my friend. This is all off the dome, buddy. We just get here, we talk, we yap about what's going on recently. So, I know you've got some theories you want to share with us, you want to talk with us. You are more than welcome to either start it off hot with your theories, or we can just get into some small chat and get here going with what we like to talk about with the recent chapters and whatnot. That is up to you, my friend.
There is something I want to talk about. It doesn't matter when it happens. But first of all, guys, make sure to follow and like all these guys up here. This is what they
Hell
do.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
And include yourself in that because you're up here as well.
Include yourself,
yourself.
buddy. Yeah.
And myself, but make sure to like this stream because it helps them out with the algorithm. Not everybody has money, we know that, but liking it is literally the best thing you can do. It helps out the algorithm the
Very
most.
true.
So bottom line, do that. Quell, you let me know if you want me to kick it off or if you want me to end with the theory. We can do either.
My friend, well, I don't want you to end and leave us out with your theory, so I want to sit here and be able to talk about your theory with you, my friend. So share us your theory now.
Yeah.
You got it, And
Alright,
Austin,
go on.
my friend, I see you in chat,
Yeah,
dude.
the floor
Dude, I
is on
see
you.
you've been cooking theories lately, dude. You don't have to worry about special guests. And I hope you know if you're in the Discord chat, you can be up here and special guest someday with us too, Austin. We got you, my guy. We definitely look
Easy.
into it. Easy. See what you see everybody nodding their head? We're all down for you, my guy. We got you. We got you, my boy. No worries.
Hello.
But NYC, my friend, what you got? What you got, my friend? Share the theory, my friend. I'm listening.
Hey babe, grab me the knife. About to cook something up.
Oh,
All right,
Hello.
guys. All right, guys.
give me my apron.
Yeah, get the apron.
Oh,
Get the
man.
apron, guys. Get your napkins ready. Get your Dracos with the extendos ready, because the Oda Yakuza
Let me
is
get the
gonna be
blinker.
outside.
Let me get a blinker. I got this.
Wait, why you said a
All right.
Draco? What is this?
So guys,
No.
maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, Quell, we were just talking on live. You had me up, and I was talking.
No.
Maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, Quell, we were just talking on live. You had me up, and I was talking about Jones, the lead singer of the Monkees, because that's where Jones, the lead singer of the Monkees, because that's where many more
Discord's
parallels
laggy,
than
it
the
says.
Monkees, the Monkey Clan. I'm lagging.
No, Discord is. It's doing this whole choppy thing here on stream. Am I looking? Is it looking like you guys in stream, or is it just?
So yeah,
I
You're
think it's
a-
catching up now.
My Discord's definitely just choppy as shit right now.
Yeah, are you still having bad weather down there?
I mean, yeah, the weather's still bad, but I know the chop. I know it's just this connection's really choppy, but
I think it's caught up
Yeah.
now though.
Yeah, let's just
but
go
keep
ahead
going.
and
You're
pull
good,
up
my
the
friend. Keep going.
the
Yeah.
All right.
invite
Yeah, just keep
sheet.
going.
So I couldn't really find any other connection between the name the Monkeys and Davy Jones, right? But then I found another person who has two different eyes. One of them was known to look like a burn mark. His mind was fractured into many different personas. And this is none other than David Bowie, born with the name Davy Jones. Now, things get really weird when I start going into him. Davy Jones, David Bowie, and his best friend George Underwood have a fight um, over a girl they both love named Lily. George hits him so hard that it paralyzes one of his eyes, right? It forces it to change colors, and this becomes one of David Bowie's looks. But David Bowie changed his name because he wanted no association to the monkeys, which I find very strange because the Davy clan, you know, the monkeys. We know the monkeys are part of the lineage of the D clan, and now someone named Davy Jones didn't want any association with a band called the Monkeys. He didn't want his music to be, you know, people to think that his music was theirs and their. So he changed his name to David Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what else does David Bowie have to do with One Piece? Well, 2 days before David Bowie dies, he puts out an album called Black Star, right?
That album.
Yep.
It's a great album. On said album,
Fantastic.
listen, and a lot of his lyrics uh, parallel One Piece. It's really strange. But specifically, there's a song on the album called Black Star. Now, the some of the lyrics, I'm just pulling up my notes. Give me a second. Go like this. Uh, okay. So the intro goes like this. In the villa of Ormen stands a solitary candle. Ah ha, ah ha ha. At the center of it all, your eyes. Ah ha ha. So the ah ha ha part is a laughter that Bowie said is a demonic chant. Now, in the Villa of Ormen. Villa means village. Ormen is the Norse word for serpent, right? So in the village of serpents, and a solitary candle, a single flame that screams the mother flame to me. So what if Blackbeard didn't go to Amazon Lily really for Boa's powers, but to get the mother flame, right? So the mother flame is going to be hidden in Amazon Lily. Now, the first verse goes like this. Something happened on the day he died. A spirit rose a meter and stepped aside. Somebody else took his place and bravely cried, I'm a black star, I'm a black star. Now, this screams soul splitting to me. It's very alchemaic, from soul to vessel, birth, death, reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
So, what if the Davy clan specifically knew a type of ritualistic magic that could transfer souls to vessels after death? Now, this
Hmm?
could explain
Let
what
him cook.
Blackbeard did to Whitebeard under the tent at Marine Ford. I believe that Whitebeard is actually in Blackbeard. Not only does that explain duality, which Oda loves, but it would explain how he has that devil fruit power.
Legura
Now,
Gura no Mi. Yes, yes, yes. He's
that,
inside of him. So
dude,
basically, he ate him. He ate him.
yeah,
I'm loving
he
this.
ate his soul. So now this is the last verse before I move on to the next part that I'm going to talk about.
Wait, before you move on
So
to the next part, though, after you finish this
yeah,
verse, let's talk about
break
this
this. No,
verse a little
break this.
bit.
No,
Yeah.
no. Let's talk about this part. Let's hear it. We can hear it. If you guys want to speak now about it.
Well, no, I figured you wanted to say your last part of it first, then we could talk about it before you move on to the next section
Okay,
of it. You
okay.
know,
So
I just want,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
great. So on the day of execution, only women kneel and smile. Ah ha ha, ah ha ha. At the center of it all, your eyes, ah ha ha, ah ha ha. Which part of the reason why I wanted to talk to Quell about this is because I know you have always been on the thing about the eyes, you know? And so I thought this is another way that shows, your theory brings my theories and your theories kind of together. But so what's really interesting about this verse is it pays homage to a man named Aleister Crowley. Now, I'll get into Crowley when we
Alistair, who?
Aleister
Crowley.
Crowley.
Now, I'll get into
Very
him when we're
interesting
done talking about.
man. Very
Yeah, I was
interesting
like,
man.
we know Aleister. We know
Alistair.
Aleister.
Oh
Wait,
man.
okay,
Yeah.
so all right, so let me just so Aleister Crowley, he was an occultist, and a magician, right? He was
Yes.
part of the Order of the Golden Dawn, right?
He
Yep.
was, you
He
know.
he left the Golden Dawn to start his own called Thelema, which was based off true will and divine purpose. To live authentically and freely, no matter who or what stood in your way. Now, not only is that what it's based off of, but he worked the letter D into his magical system for those that could oppose the gods and open up passageways into the cosmos. But he also splits human history into 3 parts, just like the mural on Elbaf. The first part being the mother, Isis, the second part being Osiris, the age of sacrifice and authority, and the third part, Horus, the crowned and conquering child. Horus represented rebellion, freedom, and the death of the old order. Let's talk
Ah.
before I get into my next part. But I mean, I feel like I'm reading the rough draft to One Piece, or to at least where we're at right now, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so
Yeah.
no, E, I'll let you go. E, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I for one am floored by everything you have just said. Using David Bowie as a basis, just because I'm sure you're aware of Oda's like use of rock stars in the story, like design wise and everything.
Of course.
And for that, I love your line of thinking, I guess is what I'm trying to. I'm a humongous music guy. I'm the unofficial musician of this group, and so like you bringing in David Bowie and everything is wild. But this ties into what I have been saying for a very long time about Davy passing on the magic of his clan. That is the power of
I'm
his
gonna
clan.
get to it. I'm gonna get to
Yes,
it.
and like I was like, that is
it.
the power. I was like, so for me, everything you have said is on point, perfect. I'm just glazing you at the moment. Like I just want you to know. But anyway, love everything you just did. Anyway, Quell, go. I'm sorry, I need more time to think. That was
It's a
awesome.
lot of information. That's the thing. My head was
I can't. Yeah.
exploding.
No, it's
Yeah,
definitely.
so,
The layering is incredible too.
No, it's beautiful. That's why I said we
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
talk about it in
I do
parts.
rock with you, not gonna lie.
But so, can I ask what is kind of the main overall of the theory? Or are you just kind of explaining the one-to-ones of the parallels to One Piece itself with Aleister Crowley
Yeah.
himself and the religion that
I'm-
he's created and how it? Are you paralleling his religion to the D clan itself? Is what you're doing? Because I assume that's what you're doing.
Okay. Well, to the D
Aleister
clan.
Crowley, part of the Aleister Crowley is that a lot of rock stars have used him in like their album cover. Like famously, I'm pretty sure it was the Beatles that used his face on Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. They used his face, so it has like this basis in rock music, and with Oda's love of it, I think that's kind of where it's being played into. And like Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin, yeah.
Led
So
Zeppelin. I think one of their members owned a house that was owned by Aleister Crowley. So there's like basis for this. Anyway.
so what I'm trying to show is uh David Davy Jones, like who he was, like between getting in a fight with his best friend over a girl named Lily and breaking away from the Golden Dawn to start his own, magical system, his own clan. Uh just like the blueprint of who Davy Jones is after, and like where this story is going for him.
Well, Aleister Crowley did like a part of his religion was like they did a lot of like sex magic. Like that was a thing he was like very adamant in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like with the whole Davy Jones parallel to that, what I'm seeing is like in mythology you have Nehemetibui, who is also tied essentially to the story of the festival of the cat goddess or the Bastet festival, where it's basically just them having a bunch of that in general, doing that like the devil's work essentially. And I think that's really tied to Davy Jones
Like I
essentially.
said, he's an occultist, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. But like, I guess it's the part of the mural, him splitting human history into 3 parts, and you know, uh, him leaving the Golden Dawn, him using the letter D as like for God defiers in his system. So to me, I believe that there's one part that I'm stuck on. So I'll tell you guys this now. I get into it in my next part. I believe that Emu is Birkin. I think Emu's a Birkin. I think Davy Jones might be Birkin as well. He's either Birkin. They're both one of the winged tribes. In the Black Star song, they also talk about being born the wrong side up and the wrong way round. Like inside out. So like, or you could take that as an abyss, but I believe that they're talking about sky people, and you'll understand why. If you want me to just hop right in. I think
My friend, I want you to do. I want you, my friend. The table's yours right now. You got it. Go ahead, my guy. We're listening.
All right, I
You got the
thought
court.
you guys wanted to
The ball
talk
is in
about
your
that.
court.
No, well, we're just kind of taking it in, and then we'll just discuss.
Yeah, I just certain parts
Alright,
I might have
yeah.
like certain parts I like to address them
Well,
before
because
we go too deep because I might forget what you just said in the last part.
Alright.
So
All right, yo, if you want to stop, just interrupt me. I won't take it any which way. Does anybody want to chime in, push back anything before I dig deeper?
your
Push back?
dude's
No.
no, dude, it's
Rock
great.
out.
Dude, push
No,
back.
Go ahead and rock
Push
out.
back.
Rock out.
Whoa, we'll do that around here, my boy.
No, like
We're just listening.
everything's been good so far.
Yeah, we loved it, dude.
Okay.
Keep going.
Not
Keep
yet.
going.
Shoot,
Okay.
I'll say everything I want to say at the end. Go ahead.
It's more so we have like 2 prevailing theories on who, like, if Davy Jones and Joy Boy are 2 separate people or if they are the same one.
Yeah.
And so what you're saying now here says to me like it goes along with like stuff that I've said where it's like Davy Jones saw Joy Boy become this first pirate and thought he could do it better. So this
Well,
Aleister Crowley parallel, like him breaking off from and creating the Golden Dawn, it seems
It's-
like there's a parallel
It's
there.
funny you say that because I'm struggling with the part, not if Davy Jones and Joy Boy are the same person. I'm struggling with the part right now if Davy Jones became Emu. And I'll explain why.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm listening now. I'm really listening now.
Your screen just froze like you lost a fucking a blood vessel burst in your
Dude,
head.
that's
You were like,
listen. That's everything. We've been screaming it for. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Okay.
my guy.
All right. So I forgot to say this at the beginning. For those of you guys that don't know about David Bowie, he had a fractured mind. He had a ton of personalities. So first of all, I forgot to tell you, but guys, in chat right now, I am adding a picture of the persona of Black Star, And you guys tell me, does that look like a certain character possibly? It's kind of sketchy, but that's the Black Star character. That's his Black Star persona.
Bro, what the
Yeah,
fuck
what
is
is-
that, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, nah,
You
that's
see,
Looks like
that's-
that.
cool,
That
but-
looks like
Yeah.
that person in Pan's Labyrinth. The fucking.
Yeah, the hand guy.
Bro, look at this shit, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's.
No, okay,
First thing,
but you get what I'm
first thing
saying.
that came to my mind was Loki. So
No. I was
Exactly,
thinking a buddy
that's
from
my-
that
that's
looks
my
like
point,
this.
that's
That's
my
who I
point.
was thinking of. I'm not gonna lie.
That's my point. But that's my whole point because of where we're at. Like I just meant the face with the bands around it.
No, I mean I get where you're going with the mask. You know, I get it. I just
it did,
I
but
hate
it
you,
definitely didn't
bro.
look like the guy from Pan's Labyrinth. But
I hate you.
Yeah.
Okay. So he had a ton of personas, right? Ziggy Stardust being, the spaceman, Aladdin Sane, Aladdin Sane actually stands for a lad that's insane. So like when Davy Jones went insane, he became emu, So like he also has Halloween Jack who wears an eye patch, So we're on to that whole thing. But we're going to talk about David Bowie's first acting role in The Man Who Fell to Earth. This is strange. So, Thomas Jerome Newton, right, who Bowie plays in The Man Who Fell to Earth, is one of few surviving natives of the planet Anthea, which could sound like Pangea, right? Where once his planet hosted 3 intelligent species: Birkins, Shondorians, and Skypeans, is what I thought. Fairy Verth, right. Now only 300 of his own people survive, right? So that means not many winged people left. Anthea has become a barren, used-up world with little energy and little water. The planet had enough resources left to power a craft to bring Newton to Earth, where Newton could use Earth's resources and Anthean technology to build a rescue ship to bring the rest of his people there. Due to planetary alignment, he only has 5 years to get this mission done, right? He wavers. He falls in love. He starts drinking. He, comes to humanly, vices. He wavers with the idea, if I build these weapons for these humans, they're going to destroy this planet, right? Because their technology is far more advanced than Earth's, right? Then their government catches him. It has the woman he loves, and they basically, give him the option, build these weapons or, you're not going to be able to save your people nor the woman you love. Well, surprise, surprise. The 5 years is up. He couldn't save his people. Goes insane. Builds the weapons anyways because he knows that they're going to kill themselves with it, right? So, 3 people, 3 tribes on a planet with no energy, no water. Sounds like Fairyverse, sounds like what happened there, right? So, what if Newton parallels Emu's descent or Davy Jones's descent, right? Comes to Earth, comes to Blue Star to, get, it comes to the ancient kingdoms, wants, Mother Flame, water. Blue Star has everything it needs. It has an energy source that can, power everything, right? Blue Star has tons of water. Now, shout out O'Hara because his theory about the 4 bridges being connected, have you seen this, to make the massive, like the massive Dami Reversi?
Yeah.
Who have I seen?
Yeah,
So-
I've seen something like that.
Yeah, okay, so
I've seen something like that. Yeah, it sounds great. Yeah.
you're lagging. Are you laughing? Like, I'm
Yeah,
sounding
no-
crazy now?
No,
No,
you're
no,
you're
he's
fine.
That sounded
You're
crazy.
No, he's saying
fine.
you're falling. Keep going.
You're fine.
Alright, so like where mine differs is like, what if Emu was trying to build, like, what if that giant Dami Reversi isn't really that, but like he's trying to use like the demonic souls as energy, trying to get the mother flame. Like that's why Blackbeard actually went to Amazon Lily, and using the giant Dami Reversi around the water to send, like, is originated to send to his planet to save his people. You know, which goes back to what, Eris being a planet. It's just where my thinking was at for that, and I think that David Bowie's life really parallels Davy Jones, the character, who I believe at this point now is Emu.
I'm not laughing at it. It's because Kai said it quells Reverse Flash. He's talking about Aurora. It's just funny.
Yeah.
No. Listen, it was just because like that's where I heard it first. I just don't like
Oh,
wanted.
it's all good.
It's fine, dude. You just
I
brought
like
up the
to-
Reverse
I like to
Flash
cite
to
my
me. It
quotes.
was fine. I get it.
If my thought process as far as like a constructed Dami Reversi, I don't think the bridges necessarily have anything to do with it. I think the summoning circle has been in place for centuries.
Just by
That's the red
activating
line.
it.
It's a massive circle. Like all the tracks are running through the planet, right?
That's true. Maybe the yeah. Oh, the valid.
That would be my only like change to the theory itself, because I think the bridges are just kind of a means for walking along, like just on the outside world, getting from place to place without risk of falling in the water. Like, it's like the Wicked Witch of the West. You get splashed with water, you're going to disappear. The demons are going to get splashed with water, they're going to disappear.
Well, I was thinking
It's
about
just the will like hockey is like the will of the sea. That's why they're getting expelled from areas, right?
I mean, goes to your red line
That
point.
is real.
Like how you were saying how the red line's just like the bigger like the world's just a Dami Reversi. Like if you think about the red line, like if you remove the red line and if there were nothing there, the red line's like a band-aid around the planet, half the planet. Imagine like a summoning circle as one half, where like demons are coming out of one bottom half of
gets
the planet.
flipped.
Yeah, literally, like.
Yeah.
Like just like it's like literally a whole like basically that demon half has been sealed away and like flipped to the other side. Like nah, these motherfuckers can't come out.
This is why we need to get you to watch K-pop Demon Hunters so you can understand what the Hong Moon is, because that's exactly what you just fucking said. Yeah, no, you go watch K-pop Demon Hunters so we can
Bro.
stop bugging you, and you'll understand why I'm obsessed.
I'm only watching it if we watch it all together. That's the only way. That's the only way.
I'll
I'll
watch
show
it
you
with
how
you.
it's done,
Well,
bitch.
not only will I watch it with you, but
I
I'll
haven't
plug it in.
seen K-pop. I haven't even seen the K-pop.
God,
so I mean,
we-
I don't
we
know
all
about
need
I
to
don't
watch
even
it
like
for next
K-pop,
therapy.
guys. I don't even like K-pop, and K-pop
Well-
Demon Hunters is so damn good.
Guys, it's actually that.
I'm
good.
sorry.
K-pop
It is
demon hunters. Like,
apologies.
are they singing and hunting
If you-
demons?
My deepest apologies.
Dude,
If you
well,
like
there are
Film
some
Red,
demons.
you'll love this movie. Like,
Okay.
if you love
Yeah, yeah.
Film Red and like the story that's being told there, you're gonna love K-pop Demon Hunters because it's like the same thing.
Well, I like Film Red.
Very,
so
very, very similar.
I enjoy
Very
Film
true.
Red. So.
I'll have to watch it.
It's
yeah, I'll have to
terrible
watch it.
animation, Smokey. That is the most backwards ass
Yes,
take
they
I've
are.
ever heard.
They are
on
singing and
K-pop.
hunting demons. Okay, just exactly as it sounds. Good to know. All right.
Oh yeah, it is what it is.
The boys recommended though,
It
so
is
we're gonna
exactly
have to
what
give
that
it a
is.
shot. The boys
Trace
are.
the point. I like it.
Yeah. But NYC, my friend. I'm loving the parallels. Is there more to it, or did we cut you off when you hadn't?
there's one last part too.
Okay.
Well, two last parts. I'll do them quickly because I know you need to get your guys'
Oh,
theory.
no
in.
stress.
No, you're
So-
fine.
so-
You're fine.
You
Alright.
do
Your
not
We're
child
not
watches it
rushing
on
you. We're just
repeat.
asking you where
Okay.
you're at.
So-
We're good.
Yeah.
So, the guy who publicized Crowley's work, right? The guy that published it. His name's Richard Cavendish, right?
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, what the hell?
Swear to God. He is known
Richard
as the
who?
historian.
Richard
Cavendish.
Richard
Cavendish.
Cavendish. Bro, don't tell me he has 2 different colored eyes.
Bro. Listen, he's known as the historian of dark magic. And he... What are you doing?
It's no, it's
Digging a bowl.
you keep going.
He's signaling.
My friend, you keep going. I'm signaling to the boys to
Okay,
get their
okay,
shit
okay.
activated.
You're good. Yeah, I
You're
got
good.
you. I got you.
So he's the historian of dark arts, right? He puts he gets Crawley onto the list of 100 most influential Britons, and that's different than Britons. It's like the original ancestors of Britain, the ones that come from like Celtic times, like runes, right? Well, this Celtic tribe, they follow a sun god named Lu. And this sun god is praised by dancing around a fire, eating meat, and laughing.
Oh.
Now, this tribe, in particular, is known as the Long Arm Tribe, which is just like, we know that Luffy, obviously he does kick attacks, but like if you were to pick one of Luffy's attacks, immediately you're probably gonna say like, like Bajrang or Jet Gatling, or Red Rock. You're gonna do something where he stretches his arm, right? So this god's mother is the goddess of Duan, and it's just so strange to me that what they write about the god Lu is that he has golden, wavy hair that moves like, in the wind, and he's got long arms. So it just like the long arms to the Cavendish, to him being named Lu, to Cavendish, to everything, it really puts it together for me. But yeah, and I don't, it's am I crazy? Do you guys see this? Like,
No, you're
We're
not
we're
crazy.
seeing it.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy.
I
Alright,
sent
so
I
We've all
sent
been
Drac
crazy on this
It's not
thing.
crazy.
down an
Okay,
entire
so
tangent
that's-
down Celtic mythology, and he learned about Lu. So, like, when the moment you brought it up and says Celtic, Drac had popped up, he started smiling.
So you talked about the Celtic god Lu.
And we've
Yeah.
never spoken. I've never spoken about him. Drax talked about him. I've never made a video about him myself, but Drax.
I
talked
know
about
exactly
him.
what you're talking about. That's why I'm
you-
very intrigued. Yes.
You really gotta look into it. So that's the Black Star side of Eris, D Star, and Black Star. So now Eris Star. Eris was the goddess of chaos and strife. Her story starts with being excluded from a wedding of gods. Now she gets upset, so she throws the golden apple of discord into the wedding party. On this apple, it says whoever gets this will be the fairest of them all, right? So the most beautiful, right? Three
She starts
goddesses
the
fight-
Trojan War.
Exactly. Whoever said that. She started the- So three goddesses fight over this, and they can't come up. Zeus. They ask Zeus, all right, which one of us gets it? Zeus can't decide, so he puts it on the god Paris. Paris picks one of the three, but the three doesn't want him, because he said whoever I choose has to be with me, and she goes no. So Paris ends up kidnapping this goddess, right?
Yep.
Kind of like how Shaki was kidnapped.
Yeah, Garlic
Right?
is Paris.
Yep. And it ends up starting this war. So that's where the Eris side starts. Now, Eris Star was a NASA program for setting up data centers basically in which they could find out resources instantly, right? So this program that they did, that only ended up having 20 participants, like the 20 ancient kingdoms. And it stood for Earth Resources Information Storage, Transformation Analysis, and Retrieval. And just like the God Valley games that happen every so often, they always did them on resource high islands, which now plays back into the man who fell to Earth, went to Earth for resources, and what if these Dami reversey holes he's using them also to send resources back to his planet. Are you raising your hand?
Just to interject a small point, you're describing the Gadatsu cover story. The man who falls to Earth looking for resources makes a deal with this man Goro, who he meets in a house. So Emu and the Gorosei creating the first coalition, going to Alabasta and making the first deal, and then they create Ukari Island, which is basically just Marie-Joie being lifted up and brought up to the red line, essentially.
Ghosty.
Similar to how like Cricket's house is a facade.
Dude, the only reason
Yeah.
I know that so well is because Ghost telling me that story so many times.
Because I won't stop talking about the Gadatsu
He's
cover
talking
story.
about it
Stop
so
talking about the
much.
sun!
That's like
That's so funny.
I was waiting on him to say something.
it's like them dead. It's like them
Yeah,
dead.
and then you're like,
Yeah. I was like, are you raising your hand? Do I get to pretend I'm a teacher right now?
Yeah,
no,
it's
but then the only thing that I'm going to tack
Like,
onto that is when you were
here.
like talking about like a certain amount of like members, like saying a certain amount of years. That's going back to Skypiea again. The 650 members of God's army taking 6 years to create the Arc Maxim for Enel.
Yeah.
So it's like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just like they doubled the amount of people because you said 300 and it was just an extra year. So it's like it's very close.
Yeah. Yeah. And
What the?
it's just it's what's strange to me about it, like also like I was saying earlier, the planetary symbol for Eris looks like literally if you're gonna make a planetary symbol of Emu, this would be it. Like I see you typing, so I know you're looking it up, but
That's
tell
what I
me
was
I'm
gonna
wrong.
look at. I meant to do it earlier. Let's see if we can...
Tell me I'm wrong. Like this is weird.
Oh yeah, especially the one that actually has like the distinct like head portion and like.
Yeah. So now
Yeah.
the opposite of his, that's like is the body part, and then it's just like a triangle on top, which is like to me basically a straw hat, if you look at it, which is
Yeah.
so strange. It's yeah, so it's just like, so that's where I brought Eris into this, and just like Eris and Ellis being the same in kanji, which is, obviously that's a lot of people have talked about at this point, but it's just
Yep.
like these things that line up that I'm like, this is about Emu and Davy Jones. Now, where do they connect? I believe that the Davy clan specifically is able to use, or maybe the whole D clan and the Davy clan specifically used a type of dark ritual mysticism, and maybe that's part of why they separated. I believe that it was definitely over a girl. Like I believe that Joy Boy, I believe that Joy Boy and Davy Jones got in a fight over Lily, and that's why they split. And it's just like David Bowie, who was born Davy Jones, and George Underwood as a kid, getting into a fight. And so now Joy Boy, who was the sun god, could have given Emu/Davy Jones that burn mark, because if he was the sun god, he could have burned him. So the man with the burn mark could easily be Davy Jones and Emu. Now, let me take this a little step further. So we are we are 7, maybe 8 chapters into the Rock's flashbacks. We're ending the near. We're nearing the end.
We are
Right.
8 chapters in, my friend. We are in fact 8
Yeah.
chapters in.
Yeah, we're 8 chapters in, and we're
Yeah.
probably gonna have like probably about 3 or 4 more.
I got 10. I got 10. 10 and 5.
You got 10.
I got 3 or 4. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I
get
got
this.
I have
down.
about-
No, I mean like we have 10 chapters in
We're
total.
not doing that shit.
I said 10 chapters in
okay,
total
okay,
for
that's
Rox's
okay.
flashback. 10
I
in
was about
total.
to say.
Not 10 more chapters.
All right, cool.
Holy shit, bro. This is long ass
Lord.
God Valley flashback. Were they fucking torturing the guy? God damn.
So
I mean, pretty much.
I think right before Rox's death, we are going to see them officially say that he has the Opie no Mi. Now, I originally thought this. Now I was off the train, but now I'm back on the train. Because
Why?
first of all, in the latest wait, I'll explain to you. First of all, we know Law uses Kroom with his hand, but he's a surgeon, right? When Rox pulled his sword out of like the back sheath in the latest chapter, it looked like he pulled it out of the sheath and it was getting Kroomed as he pulled it out. It was really strange. Now, at the beginning of the Rox flashback, they said Rox's attacks looked like shockwaves or cannonballs hitting, and they said the same thing about Law because Opie no Mi users can charge up their attacks and make them look like shockwaves due to electrical currents, like a defibrillator.
Bro's just
Now-
spamming Gamma Knife.
Pretty much. But
Shock
let's
Willie.
say-
Everybody.
let's say he's about to die, and let's say that they have this, the Davy clan has this dark magic where they can pass on their soul, right, with their memories and everything attached. Well, we have to remember on this island there are 5 future Yonkos and a future Pirate King, right, who were all in this 6 chapters made to look stupid, weak, simps, right? But then go on to have their primes, become the strongest. So with the Opie no Mi, not only can you transfer body parts, soul swaps, so what if he gave different parts of his body to Whitebeard, Roger, Dragon, Gunko, Teach, to all of them, right? So basically he separates his mind, body, and soul. I know a lot of people have said this, but then with a culmination of Opie no Mi feats, you could technically cut your mind, body, and soul up into many different pieces, right? Yes, you could separate those, but then you could do surgery on it again to separate it even further, right?
Yeah.
So, goddamn, this is where it all ties into a bow, and I'm gonna kick the shit out of my phone and be so happy. So, all right. So, first of all, what would you give to your kid? You'd give your kid your heart, right? We know that people have theorized that Blackbeard has 2 hearts, right? That's been a theory for a long time. Okay.
Years.
Year? Exactly.
Thank you for
1
the
year.
No,
Awesome.
year. I said years.
Years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
years.
so it's been years, right?
And the
So
goat.
what if he did give him his heart? But what if he gave him more? What if he gave him part of his memories, just like how we're getting this flashback? Because it doesn't make sense that Loki has this memory. He wasn't there. Well, that's because he gave it to Harold, this part of his memory. And Harold is seeing what these people are doing to these people at God Valley. And he's like, why the fuck did I join the world government? Rips out his horns. And then when he goes and dies, that memory, that part of Rox, looks for a new vessel because the Davy clan can pass it on, and goes into Loki. Now that's how we're getting this flashback right now. Because otherwise, there's no way that Loki has this memory, right? How does Loki have a memory of something that he wasn't there for? But so after Wano, Law gets into a fight with Blackbeard. Blackbeard takes the W, right? We see Law's hat and a pile of blood. Most people chalked it up to, oh, the poneglyph rubbings were probably in Law's hat, right? Wrong. He cares about the blood because York is on her way to Marijois. And at the base of Marijois, there is Lafitte waiting. Now, keep in mind that Katarina Devon just touched Saturn, so she has hierarchy over the, Seraphim.
Yeah.
So, if they catch York, if Lafitte catches York on the way to Marijois, they can force her to make a Law Seraphim because he has Paramecia blood, right? Now, they have Law. They already have Pudding with the memories, right? So, if they have those two, they get all the people together that Rox transferred his mind, body, and soul parts to, right? Then they can redo the surgery, bring all the memories back, the fractured minds, the fractured memories, just like David Bowie, who had a fractured mind and many different personas, and bring Rox back to life, who would actually be Davy Jones. So they're gonna bring back One Piece is gonna be a reincarnated demon story. A reincarnated
Absolutely.
Demon King story.
Thank you guys for the night stars
Thanks, Austin.
and the roses and another night star and another night star.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Please tell me you muted alerts.
I mute alerts. What do you mean mute the alerts? I put the limit up, and it doesn't matter if they send a big gift. There's nothing I can do. It's gonna go off. It's gonna go off.
Oh, shoot.
Cloudy, thank you for the
All right.
15 roses. But we did lose a bit of track of what you said there, NYC, because some of the gifts were very loud in recession for a bit there. So we lost track of you for a bit there. I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
Maybe hold
It's
off.
alright.
Maybe
Yeah.
hold off a little.
Yeah,
bit,
just
Austin.
not in the middle of a long thought.
Yeah, in the middle of a long
that.
thought, guys, try not to give as much like that as possible, or at least
It's
if
alright.
you're
I
gonna.
can save that part for. Where would you like, or I can save the ending for. We can redo that part another time.
You're all good. You guys are all good in chat. You guys had no idea. I mean, I could put it at any limit. The gifts, it doesn't matter. It's gonna go off anyway. So
Listen. They're gifting. It's a good thing. You can-
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it's all love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Shoot. I will say. Well, I mean, I at least heard most of it. I definitely do be having these Twitch things down. So I heard pretty much everything. The one part that I do want to add to, however, is the loot part. Especially because we're about to be out of this flashback soon. And since you are familiar with him, of course you know that he's like portrayed as a warrior. He's also seen as like a king and master craftsman and whatnot, and also a savior.
And he's
This is
seen with a
Usopp's
spear.
time.
I forgot
Yes,
to say
that's
that.
the
He's
hugest
seen
part.
with a spear. He's seen with. He's known for having a spear with him, which is like the picture.
Right, and so if you realize that Lou has a son, right, and he has a son which is, oh my goodness, bro, Su Chilslane, and so pretty much he's also to be believed as the incarnation of Lou. Then that would just be Usopp once we come out of this story. Of course, him also having the spear and also being very adept with this whole magic aspect. So I like how you incorporated Lou into that whole theory. I really, yeah. Really,
You're not going to get a lot of pushback because a lot of what you have said is a lot of what we talk about here on Theory Piece, and so that's.
And you'll
why it
notice.
seems like
But
we're
this is like a
very,
new avenue of it being introduced.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
yeah.
Like I like to say all the time that we all come to the same conclusion with different lines of thinking, and you have just presented us with a fifth, essentially.
I mean, if you notice, you'll see us in the
that's-
background here while you're talking, like smiling and like doing this back. It's because like you're just saying things that we're like, oh wait, I've said that. We'll look at each other.
It's like you're hitting the nail on the head.
It's happiness, man, you know,
What we
it's-
said,
That's
like,
why-
yeah, like-
Well, that's why I've been like been telling you like, dude, I want you to hear this because the stuff that I've seen of yours and the rest of you guys is like this is I'm literally like this is solidifying your guys' thoughts in another way. And if we're coming to this, you know, these points, you know, with like more, you know, like the same points through different avenues, like you know, like Oda's a great writer. He's definitely not taking stuff like one for one, but these stories are all probably mixed together, and you know, like that's why certain parts jump from different places to different places. But like I feel like I'm reading the blueprints to, you know, like what we're when Emu slash Davy Jones gets flushed out, you know? I mean, do any of you guys like is there anybody's thoughts that like about Davy Jones being Emu, or even being how you guys feel about him being one of the winged people? Because like you got to remember, Fairyverse, like they left because it was a barren, used up wasteland. Like they had to, you know, and it's just like you know, that like really mirrors it.
Yeah. Well, Quell goes more into Emu being Davy Jones. I'm of the thought that Joy Boy is Davy Jones, and then there's like a couple splintering almosts of those two ideas between the two of them. Right? It's like it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean, shoot.
we're all almost there, but the way I explain it is the way we have like all five of us come to almost the same conclusion is because they're all the same person at this time. Like if you want to come to the conclusion that hey, like Lily's at the end of the road and all this stuff, so it's because they're all the same person right now. It's the mind, body, and soul. Like you said, it's the fracture. You have the body of Lily, the mind of Emu, and the shadow of Joy Boy, all being suppressed under one cloaked body. Like they're all together within the abyss. If you look at the Hachi cover story, that just occurred to me. Like I was looking at them sitting on the island, Papoog, Kami, and Hachi sitting on an island, waiting for the dawn, just looking at the sun, right? In one aspect, you're looking at the slaves of humanity and their desires, like you see in the mural, because he's a star and she's a slave, coming out of the boar's mouth, which is a symbol of greed.
And
But then you have them.
Can I?
Yep, good.
I was
Well,
just gonna
and-
ask. I was gonna ask you a question as like a creator. Are you making a video out of this?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say as a no, I was gonna say like as a creator and like my degree is in video production and stuff. I would say most like you got to approach it like a layman, like you're talking to like a crowd of students who know
I know,
nothing.
it's-
Like yeah, and so I
it's
know that
hard.
sounds strange, but I would say my only critique from that angle would be to preface with Oda, like other references to Oda referencing rock stars.
Yeah.
Like how Brooks' design is based on Ozzy Osbourne, and there's a few others that are based on different like background Marines and a couple of vice admirals and different things that are
Yeah.
based off of
And now is
rock
Eminem
stars.
and whatever.
Guys,
Yeah, and L's Eminem. Like you just gotta preface with that.
Wait,
that
wait.
is all.
But I do want to hear what Ghost was saying though, because
guys,
Yeah, and
Um,
L's Eminem. Like you just gotta preface with that.
Wait,
that
wait,
is
wait.
all.
but I do want to hear what Ghost was saying though, because
Yeah, no, continue,
did you know-
Ghost. That was
Iceland,
yeah.
which represents the
No, continue,
Did you know-
Ghost. That was
Iceland,
yeah.
which represents the what's like enacting the voice of all things, all the devil fruits that are coming out, like their dreams and desires are what's kind of peeking out. They can't physically come back out. They can't have physical bodies. Kind of like how all the hosts that went with Lucifer, right? They weren't able to access physical bodies and come to the physical realm and, you know, enact God's plan and go back with him, blah, 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 blah. That's what's happening right here, except all three of them are just chilling in the abyss, having had this stupid argument, and now they're like, well, what now?
I don't.
Yeah.
Shit. Was it worth it?
Was it
don't-
worth it? Was it all for naught?
Yeah, Lily's
Well,
just going,
well, I
well,
wanna
boys,
I
like
want
this
to
whole
ask
time.
you something because I got to speak to them a little bit about it earlier. It's the devil fruit thing, guys, that I was talking about. So,
Yeah.
because I'm curious to what Quell thinks about this. So, I was thinking about how Blackbeard with 2 devil fruits. Do you find it weird at all that the Marimera has literally gone from one best friend to the other as if it's trying to get back to Luffy? Like, what if there are 4 god fruits for the gods that are split into devil fruits? 1 Paramecia, 1 Logia, and 1. Wait, what did I not say? Zoan.
Zoan.
So like, what if, like, when Saturn says, "Oh, we can't have you get to your true form," like, what if that next form is actually like the original, when the original pictures of Gear 5 came out, like, Luffy was golden. He was like the sun, and I believe that we're gonna see a Luffy with wings that's gonna show like his Shandorian DNA with when he gets them. I don't think he's gonna be able to get the Marimera, and that's why I think he's gonna have to eat part of the mother fruit or the mother flame. But
He might be God's gift. He might be God's gift.
like exactly, like how do you
Oh
feel
my
about
God.
it moving from
By
one
Jove.
from like one best friend to the other? Like, that's like, it's kind of strange how Ace had it, and then it showed up at Dressrosa in a tournament that Luffy was fighting in.
Because we
Or
could probably
should
might be
we
the-
could probably be really close to accidentally telling this guy with the One Pieces if we're not careful. This guy's smart.
Nah, NYC, I just have a
I already
very
have a
curious
feeling
question. Are you with Oda? Because I'm really liking what you just have been saying for like the past hour here.
Yeah,
I'm just very
I'm
curious.
telling you, dude. The Oda Yakuza.
I
is
think
literally
you might be
gonna
I think you might be with Oda, man.
Guys, did you know that Oda in English means follow NYC at NYC Anime Nerd?
And if you didn't, now
That
you
was
know.
the best plug that you could have ever done. That was the best plug.
That is real. I'm not gonna lie.
That alone deserves a follow, guys. Go for it. Follow
Oh
anyways.
shit.
Message. Oh man.
Well, Johnny, what's up, my friend? How are you? Welcome in, my guy. Well, on another note, right?
Guys, first one to gift Quell 5.
No.
Oh, man.
Oh,
We
man.
don't-
You don't know.
I'm crying.
You don't know the people we have here.
Oh yeah. Force in here is.
Don't
Black
start
versus
something that's gonna-
versus darkness. It's also just like dreams versus fate, and it's so many different things.
Oh, the Fate stuff is crazy. Do you guys have any
Blackbeard's
like?
fate.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Before, did you guys see what I tagged you 3 in today about specifically Emu says they're scared of something coming at God Valley,
Yeah.
and how I realized that I think I figured it out?
Yeah.
Because there's only one place that shit paralleled, and it was the mural. There was only one place. So I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I watched.
I wanted to ask you guys though, right? Do we think it's something within the Davy clan member, like a Davy clan member that can awaken, like Zabek? Or is it Nika's manifesting, the dark side of Nika manifesting within somebody? Because it's something that scares Emu. Like, there's not many things that scare Emu, dude. There's only 2, or 1. We know of at least Nika. And we can surmise Goku scares the shit out of them too. But as far as we know, Nika. But how NYC was just talking about how Emu and Davy Jones are like basically the same person. Or like how they're combined into one body.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a possibility that Emu has some fear of Davy Jones themselves coming back? Not Davy Jones himself coming back, but okay. How do I think Emu is Davy Jones, but it's also Emu. So there are different. You know how with
Which emu?
Cavendish, exactly. You know how with Cavendish
Yeah.
he had ringed eyes and they were once yellow and once blue, and determining on whatever the color they were, that was who was in control. That means emo with ringed eyes is the same thing. Like no matter what, the other person if they get control, the eyes will change color. That's like, oh, it should have done already. So if that's the case, I think the other person is Davy Jones. He's just trapped. And that's why the Davy clan's being hunted right now. But this would also give reason as to the next God Valley that happens, or not God Valley, but the next hunting games, Oikot, where possibly Davy Jones is in control and gets rid of all the Neuronas. Nami.
Well,
So-
and if like what I said, all of them are in the abyss, that kind of makes sense that like, the Davy Jones that we know as Emu isn't really like Emu, like physically. It's like the Goka figure top musica that's overtaken them. Like that's the Emu that we're seeing.
Exactly. And what Emu I think is so scared of is the death and destruction, freeing the true soul of or at least that is Davy Jones that's in the bottom down there. That's like from him coming out. Either him or Nika. Emu is scared of basically them all that Conqueror's hierarchy essentially I feel like opening up a doorway or opening up a pathway for these like all these souls to amalgamate into one being that Emu can't fuck with. Emu's horrified of. That's one. So I do see the point where like Zebek shows that like maybe that being that amalgamates takes over Zebek. And this is where maybe Zebek doesn't get Domi reversied, but he gets taken over by the soul, the demonic soul of Goka themselves. And his death is what brings in the Yami Yami no Mi into existence. The darkness. That's where we get Blackbeard fighting that later on,
So this is what's interesting to me because so what if so this is what's interesting to me because so what if ritualistic magic that they can use to where they can specifically transfer their soul. That would include their mind and their memories. Now you got to remember, they never told us or showed us how the fuck Rox knew how to get to the flower room. Well, if he had Davy Jones's memories inside of him, right? If he had it, like if that was passed on when it went from soul to vessel of the Davy clan, like that would make sense. Now, what we also know that Emu just showed up at GV, right? So if he does split his soul, mind, body, and soul into many pieces, he could have lodged one at Emu, for all we know, because in the first place, he was chilling there with the Draco, and it's not like, to me, I read that almost as like, when he's like, I'm a Davy clan worshiper, I'm a Davy Jonesian worshiper, like, and then the next panel's like, the Gunko that looks like a nun, and they're surprised, they're like, like that doesn't look like a hatred type of thing, like that looks like, like that could be looked at as like, oh, who's inside of Emu.
Yeah, like, oh, respect. You know ball.
Yeah, like oh,
ball.
like you're not gonna attack us because you can't kill the spirit that's inside, the soul that's inside of me. And that's why he says I'll be back, because he has to get all the pieces that are in play to bring the soul out, which would include pudding and Law's devil fruits, which I explained they have pudding, and now they're going to get the Law Seraphim.
Okay, so Janica, hold on. Janica in chat says, thank you for the bit, Janica. Janica says, damn, I'm late. What's up, Quell? E, Ghost. My goat's how my goat is not showing his cut, but we good.
I'm dead as hell, bro.
He's getting his cut tomorrow, we said.
One Punch Man, thank you for the manifesting gold. Thank you for the prime resub over on Twitch stating I have 2 wolves inside me. What does that fucking mean?
It's a meme.
Oh,
He's got them
It's
dogs
an old.
inside
It's
of
an
him.
old. It's an old meme that has
Yeah.
lasted the test of time.
Travis.
no, Drag doesn't have the
Has it?
cut yet. One Punch Man, you just hit level 16, by the way, too, on the team, my friend. WU, my guy, W on the level up. We appreciate you for the manifesting.
One thing I would add to your like, how did he find the flower room? I think that like, since we've seen every single user of the voice of all things have a different aspect to it, and like what they can kind of ascertain, who they can speak to, what they can sense, and all that stuff. Maybe the Davy Jones can sense himself, or like the Davy clan can sense
Thank you, Colin.
their ancestors, right?
Exactly.
So it's like that's
Yeah.
his
That's-
version of the voice of all things. So eventually we're going to see what Luffy's is going to be and what he's drawn to the most. And kind of going back to your Eris point and how, like you said, like look at the planetary symbol for it. Look at the symbol for Uranus. It's basically a simplified version of Eris. So it's I'm excited to see how that plays out too.
Exactly. And you want to know? You want to know what Eris, Blue Star, the Red Star? You want to know what they all are part of, or what they're all called? They're called TNOs, which stands for Trans Neptunian Objects, which like also obviously plays into like the Fishman line.
Well, and on top of the Pluto Blue Star aspect, every other planet that's associated with like the ancient kingdom or like the mermaids that we talk about is a blue planet.
Mm.
Earth is a blue planet. Uranus is a blue planet. You got the blue star Pluto.
But also
That's
I
the same
think
thing.
that like there are the four gods, but I do, and I know Quell, obviously you've spoken about this and you guys have also, but I think that we're actually going to though have like there's going to be two earth gods, because I think Emu's the earth god, but he's not our earth god. Like we have
Yes!
our own earth
Yes!
god, but I don't think
Yes!
Emu.
Say it again. Say it again.
We have our own earth god.
Damn
but
right.
Emu's
That's not the
our
Earth.
god.
That's the fake Earth. That's not the fucking Earth. I like what you just said. Yonka 2. It's Yonka 2. Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be two earth gods, because he didn't come from our earth, and that's
It's the moon.
and that brings back the whole sky people thing, that Fairyverse. Like he was the earth god on Fairyverse, or whatever planet the winged people, were prior, before coming to Blue Star.
Emu is a mink. Emus are fucking mink. They're a cat mink. I'm telling you. They're a space cat. Emu's a fucking space cat. Like, they're a space cat.
They were an Akasha that
Hey.
became a Nekomata.
Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
I did think at first I did think that he had this devil fruit was the Nekomata.
Oh man.
Damn right them damn
It makes
quintuples.
sense.
You see me? You see what they
Well,
get
the
you
reason
to?
I say that is
Yeah.
because you brought up Akasha earlier. So
You see what those quintuples get you to,
Well, yeah,
Meech?
man, shoot.
We love the
I will
quintuples.
say,
Yeah.
I've posited before that the True Devil, or Goka, the True Devil, whatever we want to call it, it took on the name of the Earth God, and in my idea, it's like they are the manifestation of the Earth, so they see themselves as this Earth God, but they dethroned the original Earth God. And so
Spot on.
and so it's a similar concept, but just different means of getting there. It
Yeah.
doesn't come from space, or that part of it doesn't come from the moon for me. But
What part of
I
it doesn't
like
come
the
from?
line of
What
thought.
part of it doesn't come from the moon, my friend?
I'm not gonna lie.
Just like were you not insinuating that the like the Goka creature or whatever?
No, Goka comes from down below, but Emu comes
Yeah,
from
okay.
space. You know what I mean?
Okay, because
Them-
I think Emu
Exactly.
I think Emu is a mix of a cat mink and a
Yeah.
fish man.
Emu's the cat mink. I think Lily's the
Amen.
fish that Emu ate,
Amen.
making themselves the catfish. So they kind of took the fishman aspects of them. But basically,
I mean,
you know what happens if a cat eats too much fish?
no.
They get sick. They get like really sick and like
Scratch that right now.
I gave you and Quo credit for my most recent video.
Drag, go ahead. He put a tweet.
I'm about to combine both.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just like how we have that understanding of Alabasta with the whole sea cat, it's literally their sacred treasure. If we mix both, then of course we have the whole thing of one, Emu is this cat. They eat on this fish, which is Lily. So then we have that combination of it being a sea cat. So with E talking about how Emu is this fish man and then also being a cat mink, then it just mixes both with also the combination of being that sacred treasure of a sea cat. So we already have it. It's there.
We also will have that one.
So
connection
that's really funny.
It's there.
Originally, I was writing the theory that he was actually like the last descendant of like, or he got like he was the first mix of a winged person and a fishman. Like the person that got kicked out of Earth, or got kicked, like came down to Earth to get resources, had mated with a fishman, like with one of the fishmen, and so he was the first like winged tribe person that was a hybrid.
Flying fish.
So the flying fish. and so like, and maybe like that's why, you know, like he hated his people, you know, like maybe his, you know, people like wouldn't, you know, accept him, like they weren't allowed to like you know, like crossbreed.
I like the idea. I mean, I go under that whole thing of shoot, Emu. One, they always want to be this whole hidden figure, whatever the case is, but they had to pack up everybody for the simple fact of, damn, if somebody else can figure out some information on me, then regardless, I'm gonna have to pack you up anyway. It's kind of like the whole thing that we have seen. So with Nami, assuming that she is an Arona, if you're following that theory as well, then pretty much Emu set up this entire game of which they slaughtered all of their clan.
Yeah.
Luckily, Nami was able to get away on one of these low Voyager boats and then landed on Oikot, which is also Tokyo backwards, and then you get that whole, you know, oh my goodness, catfish myth with earthquakes.
Onamazu, the Onamazu.
So
I got you, Drake.
I used your all.
Yes, I couldn't recall.
You both in my most recent video.
What do you need to credit me for? We know you.
Yeah.
You ain't got to credit shit.
Because I credit.
You know what?
Because I credit.
That's real.
I mean, that is real though.
That's real. That's real.
Then I do it also. That's why I said the hard thing. Like just because it's where I heard it first, and I don't like. Listen, people have done it to all of us, right? And it's not the best feeling, you know, when it's like, when it's like I don't care if you got to the same idea. I don't care if you ended up switching 2 sentences, but when it's like literally the same thing, it's like, yeah, like,
yeah, man.
You couldn't even switch like them to they, like, come on, you know, like type of deal. It's just like,
it's like I messed up this sentence and you kept that in there.
Yeah.
Nick, that is the biblical greed they talk about, my brother. Good to see you, though. How are you doing today, my guy? How are you doing?
also, I've come to new revelations. I definitely have the last poneglyph speaking through the voice of all things. I'm low-key coming to that conclusion.
You have it actually having a voice. Okay. Right. Thank you for the 8 goats, my friend.
I genuinely having it like as a
like actually speaking to us all, like the Mary spoke to us. Like here,
essentially having
Drac. Drac, let me take you. Drac, let me take you one up. Let me take you up. The voice that's talking to us is going to be the same similar thing as how we had a scene with the Clubottoman. It'll be black. It'll be a black spirit, like a black soul.
Real.
The same way we spoke to the Clubottoman. But listen. We got to be dead. We have to be dead. And it's going to be Brooke. It's going to be Brooke. Brooke's going to be the first one to encounter him. That's how we're going to find our way to the last poneglyph. I promise you it's going to be Brooke.
Well,
remember the cover story? Remember the most recent cover story, right? It shows those who have died from the past. Not everybody's dead yet. In the claw machine. And the only way you can get to souls that are trapped within the abyss or souls in hell is you have to be a dead soul yourself. We have a dead soul. It's Brooke.
Or the King of Hell, aka Zoro.
Hold on. But look,
I
Brooke,
love
We're
that.
getting there. We're getting there.
Brooke being a dead soul himself, right? If you look in the cover story, the line that they're playing the claw machine game against to get the souls out of the machine, the line has a death machine, it's a death claw with a death symbol on it.
Yeah.
Usopp is playing the game with Brooke as the claw. He's the one grabbing the souls out of them. And if you think about Brooke's awakening as a paramecia,
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
he should
I'm
affect his
already knowing.
surroundings and control all the souls of the dead around him. But also,
Yep.
that should bring us to a new Luffy power up, like Thriller Bark.
Well,
How Luffy had all the shadows get put in him.
Pulling
Hello.
out his soul, like
Hello.
bringing his soul to the forefront. Like,
Well, not even that. How Luffy had all the soul, how he had all the shadows put in him. Brooke brings all the souls out and
Nightmare
gets those
Luffy
put
and
in
five.
Luffy. So we get Soul
ooh.
Luffy. Soul Luffy and
I
Soul
think-
Luffy in 10. If we got Nightmare Luffy in 5 drag, we got Soul Luffy in 10. And then even a 10-game
10.
We
series.
got Soul Luffy and Tid.
Brooke has not awakened. No, Brooke has not awakened. Thank God.
So
No, that's how we're
at
gonna get
the
a Nightmare
beginning-
Luffy is through Brook going, "Hiya, here you go."
at
Oh,
the-
yeah.
At the beginning of Elbaf, I said, I know everybody thinks that this arc is going to be about Usopp when it comes to the Straw Hats, but I had originally said I think it's going to be about Brooke because I don't know if you guys remember, but when they're walking through Elbaf, Brooke sees a Duraga.
A
It's,
Draugr.
yeah, and he's like, "Oh, it's me," and it's basically like what his awakened form. I like the feats of a Duragar would be like the awakened form for Brooke in like what I think, and so I was like that, and that's what I think. If Brooke got the power up, I think that would correlate to Luffy also getting a power up because that is what I think the paramecia of the Nika fruit would be. So it's the Maramara, the revive, and the Hito, the Nika fruit. Like those are the three that I think would make the God fruit.
Can I do you one better?
I was gonna say, I will say Brooke's my goat. That's my man. Love me some Brooke. I will say I agree with you on his on the surrounding his awakening and both of you obviously on like what he's going to be able to do with it and all that fun stuff. I imagine it more. Oh, Will of Fire just said it actually. Like a Lich King.
Davey, thank you, my
Like
friend.
his soul,
real.
takes over the skeleton. Does that make sense?
Yep.
We see that giant green, like the giant like when he's fighting Big Mom, the giant green neon soul that appears behind him. That is going to be like his new form. It's going to go over the skeleton and get bigger, and then he's going to be able to manipulate souls with it.
Soul King.
It's Soul King. He is the king of
Exactly.
souls. And so it's going to be like thank you very much. It's like Big Mom's Hera. Not Hera.
Yep.
Was it Hera who could turn into a giant like lightning spirit and like just zip he would just be able to like grab her and just tear her apart.
Yeah, he's essentially
for
necromancer.
a good visual.
I got another candidate for having a big power up this arc, and it's I think Chopper is going to get I know
He'll find new life through death.
Well-
That's anyway.
I know y'all know how much I love Chopper, dude, but like the more I see it, like the more ridiculous his power up seems like it's gonna be this arc. Like it just like looking at like how even the implications of how every arc we have some type of disease or sickness that befalls us, Chopper has to cure us. It's Dami Reversi this time. Chopper has to cure that, whether he cures it itself or the after effects of Dami Reversi. Chopper still has to cure it.
Oh, speaking of that, I forgot to mention this because I was like, Forest God Chopper confirmed. Someone in the Golden Dawn that was a physician. His name's like Chopper Wood. His last name's Chopper Wood. In the Golden Dawn, he was the physician for the Golden Dawn for that Crawley was in. He was the physician for the Golden Dawn. His name was Chopper Wood. I was like, I was gonna send you a picture and say, Forest God confirmed.
Well, I think at this point, dude, it's just about a matter of time till we see it. Like, I don't even know if I could find any more evidence to prove it at this point anymore.
Yeah.
It's just about what Oda shows us. Like, once we saw him run on air in Elbath, like, I knew it was this arc. Like, I've been saying it ever since we got to Elbath, or we're headed to Elbath. But once I saw him run on air, I was like, okay, it's really, like, Oda's really doing it. Like, he's really going to do it this arc. Like, just wait till we see the other forms.
How do you think Oda's going to show it though? Like, how do you think it's going to manifest into Chopper? Because a lot of people, honestly, like a lot of people don't see Chopper as a god, don't like when they think of the word god. So it's like, how do you think Oda writes this into a story that like can convey
I got you very easily.
you get
What happened
what?
with Monster Point?
Yeah,
Hold on,
I
hold
see
on.
I see.
Monster Point.
Okay.
When the as we learned, Oda's already been conveying it. The souls within, the devil fruit can take your ass over. It happened once for Chopper with Monster Point, and he never touched that form again to where he let that fruit take him over until Saba Odi, where it took him over again. So then
That
Chopper comes back, gets the Rumble Balls, and now he can control Monster Point up for 3 minutes. But until that point, he keeps control over it for 3 months. He does not stay at Monster Point any longer. If he goes past that, he loses control again. Now, keeping that in mind, in Wano, Chopper very much so says, I'm going to become the monster again. So he's decided, fuck the timer. I'm going to fight till I can't anymore, until I get knocked out. I believe
does that
that's
sound like?
exactly what's going to happen, and that's what's going to be the driving force for it. Chopper needing to go Monster Point or needing to go to a form to save everybody or help everybody out or help in a battle that causes him to overdo it and causes Devil Fruit to take him over, which brings the true Forest God out. Where just how Emu did a Conqueror's Haki Roar, we're gonna get the same type of Conqueror's Haki Roar Chopper did in Annie's lobby, where he
Yeah.
first awakens and screams and shakes the whole building. It's great. Man, I love that guy. Man, I
I
love
hope when
that
they
guy.
animate it, I hope
And
it's
that
like,
and
I hope
that
it's like
and that
green.
mirrors
Reese,
Luffy,
thank you for
though.
the
That mirrors
follow.
and that mirrors Luffy waking, like 3 minutes. Like there isn't a timer on Gear 5, but we know that it's draining life force. It like he's not able to hold it for long times, like if we set a time
Thank you for
limit,
the
yeah, three
TikTok
minutes
key. I'm gonna let
sounds
him cooks.
3 minutes sounds about right for Gear 5 right now, right? So it would make sense that, it would mirror Chopper's.
Well, when it comes to Chopper himself, he's the most connected to Luffy in his transformation, just because of the Sun and the Forest connections. But also Luffy being the Sun, his astrological symbol, the closest thing to him is Mercury, and the astrological symbol for Mercury looks exactly like Chopper. That's the
Yeah,
craziest thing about it.
we
So with the
yeah,
Forest,
you
I remember talking about it, but with the Forest
okay.
tying into that and Luffy himself, we're in Elbaf, where the mythology basically states how Chopper is the driving force or the catalyst for Luffy. So the deer pulls the sleigh of the sun god to bring back the winter solstice. So when the darkness comes, it is the deer that pulls the sun god forward. So essentially, when Emu, that is the darkness, comes, the winter solstice, that is Luffy, gets pulled up and brought out by Chopper, or brought up to battle against the darkness to bring the sun back.
Have you guys read into who Eris's mother is? It's Her name is Nyx. It's the only god
God of
that Zeus
darkness.
feared. It,
God
it,
of night.
it is the
She's pure darkness.
embodiment.
Yeah.
It's the embodiment of night and darkness.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's like really cool because also she had like Eris had like 5 brothers, which mirror what the Gorosei is. What if Emu's like giving her siblings powers out, like because they they're alone, they feel trapped here.
You know that I was gonna say Erebus or Erebus, however you want to say it. Her husband, Nyx's husband, was the so she's the god of night overall.
Yep.
Erebus is the god of darkness. Like
Yep.
he's the primordial god of darkness and mist, I think, something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
She's
But
the
but she is
embodiment
also
of dark.
but she is also associated, obviously, night, darkness, all that fun stuff. But I just wanted to make that distinction. There is all. Sorry.
She's the embodiment of darkness. She's not the god of darkness. She's the
Okay,
embodiment.
fair.
Right.
Okay, fair. Yeah,
Well,
you're
that's
right.
yeah, that's why there's the distinction between the two. Kind of like a Yonka 1 and 2.
Exactly. Well, because
the
look,
damn quintuplets.
there's
The
a
hoe!
difference between
The hoe!
Fuck
Sleeper
yeah, it's
cell
us. We're
activated.
the quintuplets right now.
We are the quintuplets, actually.
Dibs on Rain God.
Oh wait, I'm red. I'm red. Hold on, who's Goka? Drag. He's the dragon.
Come on, big dog.
But I did want to let you guys know that we have hit our about hour and a half mark for theory. We actually went over our theory piece time, which is good for tonight.
Sorry, guys.
No,
No,
dude,
that's a
Fine,
good
it was
thing.
great
dude,
theory.
don't be
Yeah,
sorry,
I
dude.
apologize,
Don't
bro.
Dude, you made a longer episode if everyone to sit,
Oh.
watch, and chat about it. Everyone who came in late, and you guys were saying sorry for coming in late. Guys, you guys know we post these to YouTube, or you can watch them back over on Twitch, so we are always, and then plus some of us might be, like, E might be live after this still, Ghost might be live, maybe even Drac, maybe even NYC might be live over on their pages after this, I don't know. I'm probably not going to be, I'm not going to lie, but we'll see. We'll see.
Guys, thank you so much for having me. And all of you out there, like these guys, follow them, subscribe, but it's not about money, so definitely just like it because it helps their algorithms. It's the best thing you can literally do on any platform for them.
Engagement is the best thing you can do.
It's literally a click. These guys, some of you might not realize how much work it is to actually stay this on top every week or every other week right now. And then they're doing it multiple times a week. Like, guys, it's a lot of work. And and yes, we all love it, but it still is work, and we like our work to be appreciated. We like our art to be appreciated, and that little like button, it does it for us. We're simple-minded creatures.
I tell you what, man. I tell you what is that people in my life now have gotten to the point where they're like, just like some people real close to me who know that I do this TikTok stuff and everything. They're
Yeah.
like, "Are you doing research right now?" And it's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I am actually. Like, yeah, I'm doing actual research and like I'm reading NASA web pages and yeah,
Exactly.
Like, isn't
Yeah.
this a cartoon? Yes. It is that
Yes,
deep.
it is. It's that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
really, dude. The amount of times, like, when I first started being on Theory Piece, I'll be quick. When I first started doing Theory Piece, I went on vacation like immediately afterwards, and I had some qualms with having to do that, but like, I spent that entire vacation trying to justify myself reading Peter Pan to a bunch of adults, and it was research for One Piece. But I had to. The amount of times I had
It
to
gets
explain
whimsy.
myself during that trip was
I was
immeasurable.
like,
But anyway.
I'm not following. Did you go somewhere to read Peter Pan?
Oh, I went on
something?
vacation,
No, I'm
and no, I went. Yeah, no, I went on vacation, had time to read it finally, and yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. But guys, really thank you guys. And guys, again, go follow them. And if you care enough to follow me, it's NYCAnimeNerd. And yeah. Thank you guys
Absolutely,
for having
don't
me.
do that, guys.
Thank you for being absolutely
Please go do
awesome,
that.
dude.
NYC, thank you for
Sure.
being awesome today. Everybody, thank you guys
Dope,
for
dude.
coming by to Theory Piece and hanging out with us today and chatting with us. It's been a awesome Theory Piece, and as you guys know, you can always check these episodes out over on YouTube on my page, or you can come to my Twitch and check out the VODs over there, And eventually, soon here, we got a new Theory Piece intro song coming out by our good old musician up there.
Wait,
Honestly,
is it that one that you were doing earlier? Like, theory piece, doo, doo, when you were joking, or was that a joke? Guys,
I
I'm
w-
kidding. I'm
Not
kidding.
quite
That's
that
not
one, not
actually
quite
the
that
song.
one. However,
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. I was.
I was just kind of.
no, you're good. You're good, dude. But no,
I was
that's what I was
messing with
gonna.
them.
That's what I was gonna plug here at the end. Is that I'm releasing the official Theory Piece song this Friday, October 17th, on all platforms. We'll probably listen to it. It'll probably be the intro song for for that night. So everybody, you can pre-order it now on my Spotify and all that fun stuff. Mr. E on all that fun stuff. And if you don't, here's what I look like. But anyway.
Here's what I look like.
Ghost.
Here's what I look like. I
Ghost
match all my
Drac.
shit.
Anything you guys want to say before we head out?
Greg, let you go first.
Key, thank you for the hard pump that just came in. I
Oh, shit.
appreciate you.
I just appreciate everybody coming through. It's good to be on Theory Piece, especially whenever I'm actually able to be on Theory Piece. So anytime it is, shoot, it's a W.
And as well, just thanks again for your support. Like we said, it's just nice that you guys hang out, even ask questions, and do a couple likes here and there. We appreciate all the support that you give us, and makes it fun every week.
Heck yeah.
I'll just say, remember your ABCs, everybody. Always be calm, always be cool, and have a good night.
And remember
You
our
have a
special.
radio voice.
Thank you.
That sounded like a radio commercial. You have fun, everybody.
Remember, guys, our special guest tonight his name is NYCAnimeNerd. You guys can check him out over on TikTok and I believe over on YouTube too and Instagram, I believe. He's awesome.
OnlyFans and OnlyFans.
Hey. This motherfucker. This motherfucker.
Sorry.
You
I'm
tried
just
so
kidding,
hard to
guys.
be serious, Quell.
Just kidding. Sorry, Quell, go. I know you guys gotta go. My bad.
No, you're good.
Oh, shit.
Good night, everybody.
That
Just
was
end it
hilarious.
there. Good night, everybody. Have a good like, subscribe, follow, all that fun jazz. Love
Good
you
night,
guys.
Theory Piece crew.
Break.
It's your boy Drac. We'll come back here with some more theories, more speculation. So let's go ahead and lock in.
Y'all got time for a theory?
Well, if you ask me, it's not outside of the realm of possibility to say that.
Let's theorize for a second.
Brain is in flames, you got time for a theory?